Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lesson 2. We will see the different ways that the letters are sometimes written when they are joined. Now, there are few letters that nothing will be joined to it on the left hand side, that no letter will be joined after, and those letters are the alif, dal, zal, ra, and za. These letters, nothing will be joined to it on the left hand side. So let's begin. Alif, then the first alif, we see this is when something was joined to it before it, the alif, and alif diagonally, this usually comes with the lam alif. So different ways that the letters are written. Next letter, which is the ba. This is a ba in the beginning. This is also a ba, and we notice that there is one dot under. So the main part of the ba is the dot that is under. Then we have two dots on the top, and that is a ta. And these are the different ways that the ta is sometimes written. If you look at the first example, two dots on the top, so ta. Then this is the second one. This is another way that the ta is written, but this is known as the round ta. We see again the third example, ta as well. So take note of the three different ways that the ta is written. The jim, the main part of the jim is the dot under, and take note of the way it is written. So there's a jim at the beginning of a word when other letters are joined to it. Next letter, dal, dal when it stands alone in green, and the one at the bottom is when some letters are joined before it on the right hand side. Then this is how the dal ends off. Take note and remember that no letter will be joined to a dal on the left hand side. Next letter, fa. This and the fa at the bottom is when something is joined after the fa. Next example of the fa is when the fa is in the middle of a word. So take note of the round part to the fa and the dot on the top. Next letter, ain. Take note of the ain when it is joined to other letters before it. Next example is when the ain is in the center of a word. Next example of the kaf. This is a kaf when something is joined after it. This is another example of a kaf. Then we get the lam. Remember, the lam is not like the alif. The lam has a small, like a handle, like the handle of an umbrella. Lam as well in the beginning of a word. Lam as well. Then we have the meme. Meme, different way that the meme can be written. Second example also of the meme, when something or letters are joined before it. So the meme will look like this. Then the next example is the noon. Remember the dot on the top There we have an example of a noon, and there will be letters joined on the left hand side, but we look at the dot on the top. Then next example, one dot on the top, noon. So the noon, the main part of the noon is the sort of straight line and a dot on the top. Then we come down, this is a ha, different ways that the ha is written, ha as well, ha. Then this is a hamza. Remember, the hamza is so powerful that if a hamza is brought over an alif, waw or ya, and we put a hamza on top, it no more remains a waw or a ya or an alif. It now changes to a hamza. Then at the bottom we see an example of the hamza when it is brought over something. Next one, also hamza. Last letter is the ya, and remember I told you that the ya can also be written with two dots underneath, like how we have these two examples.